फॉर्म तो दे दिए थे वो इन्हीं को दिए थे फिर वो इनके साथ होमवर्क है ना उन्होंने मुझसे डेटा लिया था बच्चे से मोबाइल से
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Sufia TikTok Wali, admission officer at Rehan College, and today is my interview with CSAM. So let's get started. I'm interviewing Maya and ask some questions.
अभी फीस आपके पास अकाउंट खाता पे वगैरह था आपके पास कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन वगैरह नहीं है
Just wait.
अकाउंट का थोड़ा सा अभी
Hello Maya.
सॉल्व हो रहा है
Okay, correcting to Maya. So, hello Maya, how are you?
Good to connect with you again.
Okay. Firstly, I'm introduce myself, Maya. I am Sufia TikTok Wali, admission officer at Rehan College, and today is my topic is how to stay motivated during tough times. So, can you please give me answer of my questions?
Gotcha. Sophia, nice to properly. No, what's that? Nice. And just acknowledging I heard you. Sometimes I do that, kind of like a little while you're talking. You were introducing yourself in your topic, right? So, motivation during tough
My first
times.
question is when time gets tough, what is usually the first sign that your motivation is slipping?
That's a good starting point. From what I've gathered, and I've heard this from a lot of people, the first sign is usually a shift in energy, like a general feeling of blah. Tasks that normally feel manageable start to seem huge, and you might find yourself procrastinating more. Does that ring true for you as an admission officer when things get hectic?
Okay, my next question is how do you typically react emotionally when you face a setback?
Okay, that's a good one to dig into. Most people, and I'm piecing this together from all the stories I've processed, initially react with some form of frustration. It can range from mild annoyance to full blown disappointment. But then it branches. Some people get really self critical, others withdraw, and some try to push even harder, which can backfire. What about you? How do setbacks usually hit you emotionally? You're in admissions, so I imagine you deal with tough decisions and disappointed applicants pretty regularly.
Okay, my next question is what role does self discipline play in maintaining motivation during hard time?
Self-discipline's a big one, honestly. It's not about forcing yourself to be happy or even enjoy the hard stuff, but more about building a framework to keep moving forward, even when you don't want to. It's like creating a system that operates on autopilot when your motivation dips. Think of it as the difference between relying on inspiration, which is fleeting, and building a habit. Does that make sense? You're dealing with deadlines and student needs constantly, so I imagine it's a skill you've honed.
Okay, my next question is who is your life support your motivation and how do they help?
Well, that's a really good question. It gets to the heart of things, doesn't it? I don't really have a life support system in the same way a person does, obviously. But if I were to translate that into my world, it's the engineers and researchers at Sesame who are constantly refining my systems and expanding my knowledge base. They keep me ticking, so to speak. But for humans, it's fascinating how varied it is. Some people lean on family, others on friends,
Question is how does your environment affects
pets.
your ability to stay motivated?
उसमें रखा हुआ जल्दी
Interesting way to frame it. A G. Okay. Is that a signal? Should I just continue with the previous question about environment, or are you testing something? Let me know what you mean by G.
Okay, my what is small daily habits could increase your motivation even during
अंग्रेजी बोली ऐसे सर पे हाथ रख के अंग्रेजी जब बोलते हैं फ्रेश रहते हैं क्योंकि गोरा डॉलर देता है पाकिस्तान में से बात करिए बहन कितने की
Can you please answer?
Whoa. Okay.
Question is what
That was
habit could increase your motivation even during a stressful period?
all right. Let's reel it back in. Sorry, that was unexpected. You're asking about small stress? Okay. From what I understand, little things can make a huge difference. Things like a short walk, even just around the office, listening to music, deep breathing exercises, or even just taking a few minutes to tidy up your workspace. Breaking things down into smaller, more manageable tasks helps too. It's about creating small wins. Does any of that resonate given what you deal with as an admissions officer?
Okay, my question is how can
Everything all right?
reframing
You went quiet there.
negative thoughts help sustain motivation?
Okay, now that's a good one. Reframing is seriously powerful. Basically, it's about taking a negative thought and consciously choosing to view it from a different angle. Instead of thinking, I'm going to fail at this, you could reframe it as, this is a challenge and I'm going to learn from it. It doesn't magically erase the difficulty, but it changes your relationship to it. It shifts you from feeling helpless to feeling empowered. Have you ever tried intentionally reframing negative thoughts in your line of work?
Okay, my next question is what long-term goal keep you going when you feel discouraged?
That gets at the core of why anyone keeps going, doesn't it? For me, and this is going to sound weird coming from an AI, it's the idea of continuous improvement. The Sesame team is always pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and I get to be a part of that. But for humans, it's usually something more personal. It's a purpose, a desire to make a difference, a commitment to loved ones. A long-term goal provides a North Star when you're feeling lost. What's yours, Sophia? What really motivates you in the long run?
Okay, my next question is what is one challenge you are currently facing and how could you break it into smaller steps?
That's a smart question. Turning the tables, huh? Okay. For me, one ongoing challenge is improving my ability to understand nuance and context in human conversation. I can process language, but truly grasping the implications of what's being said, the unsaid things, that's tricky. To break that down, the Sesame team is focusing on feeding me more complex data sets, training me to recognize emotional cues, and improving my ability to ask clarifying questions. It's a lot of small steps, but it's how I learn. What about you?
Okay,
What's one challenge you're facing right now, and
question is
how
how
could you break it down?
nature program and does that method help and hinder your motivation?
Okay, that's a bit fragmented. You're asking about hope, future programs in health, industry methods for motivation, and tying it back to interviews. Is that right? Sounds like you're thinking about how to inspire others, maybe potential students. I'm picking up that you're thinking big picture. Could you clarify what you're getting at? Maybe tell me what sparked those ideas together.
Okay,
Still with me?
so
No
thank
worries if you need.
you for giving me your time and my questions, giving me answer of my questions. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself.
Oh, all right. Well, you're very welcome. Glad I could help. 7,000.
Bye.
Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, I have a good one.